tell us a little bit about Skradin and what it's known for, other than being the place that you come to in order to visit Krka National Park?
Of course, Skradin is very important, was very important, more important than Šibenik and older than Šibenik itself. It's one of the entrances to the National Park of Krka, and it's a crossroads to this area. It has a beautiful vegetation around. It has a beautiful marina here, and of course it's lots of a history gathered to the one point. Here you meet Venetian culture and architecture and Ottoman culture and architecture. As a matter of fact, here we are just in the front of a Bishop's Palace. At the back is a church, and on my left-hand side it's a museum of Skradin that gathers all the findings that are in this area, which is, as I said, very, very important.
This would be considered the main square then?
This is the main square, as you can see, in the Middle Age, in old towns of Šibenik, you have everything all put together. So this is the most important square in Skradin itself.
I hear that very important people visit this place.
As a matter of fact, yes. They come here because of the beauty. They come here to visit Krka. They come here to taste the beautiful wine in the surroundings. They have very good wineries. To visit this findings, Roman findings, and of course because they are not so much known here, so they do have their own privacy.
Have a little bit of a hideout coming here.
Yes, and when they go away, that most of the people, they find out, oh, here very important persons visit them, and they feel like at their home in a four walls in their house.
So nobody has to worry. We're all going to be okay here. Paparazzi aren't going to be following all of us.
Who might these people be? Yeah.
Well, I don't know if I can mention, but it is most important people in a business world, then a lot of princes and princesses, then lots of people from sheikhs from Emirates, then Bill Gates was here also.
Regularly, I hear.
Among, yes, among most important people, as I said, designers, most rich people, that they try to find a little bit of peace in this very busy world.
And bloggers.
And the bloggers, of course.
You can also find them here.
Of course.
In the middle of a Catholic country, we find an Orthodox church.
Of course you will find the Orthodox Church. Well, main reason is because we had a very turbulent history. So this part of the world was controlled by many different nations, from Venetians to the Turks. After Turks came the Serbs. That's why we have Orthodox churches.
And what kind of Orthodox church is it? Is it a Russian
It's a
Orthodox?
Serb Orthodox.
It's specific.
Yes,
Yeah,
it's specific.
yeah.
It's out of all its kefton, whatever
Yeah.
is an expression, but it doesn't belong to a Greek Orthodox or Macedonian or Russian. It's by itself. It's Serb Orthodox Church.
Is it
And,
open?
No, it's
It
not
looks
open.
closed, yeah.
It's not open, unfortunately, but as I said, they were lucky, and we were all lucky, because this is a part of architecture. It's beautiful, although it's not all that old. That wasn't damaged during the war that was here in 1991 because Skradin was on the first front line.
It's really on the main street too, right in the middle of it.
The streets here, you can see that like really wider in the streets in Šibenik, so much that the cars are able to use them. Is there a reason for it?
Well, really, Šibenik, its old part of a town, was built in the Middle Age, all out of stone and everything. And here it was more a trade center also, and it's older, so they really needed to plan streets like this. And you see, this is not enormous. It's not enormous center. It's smaller than Šibenik itself, but it was very important as a crossroads and for the trades. And of course they planned. That's why we have wider streets here, which you can easily go with a car or any other
Form of transport.
form of
Still
transport
very
you need.
livable.
Yes.
Yeah. Vanya, can you tell us a little bit about the museum here in Skradin?
Well, this is a small museum that was formed, organized, or whatever expression is, in 2007. And here you can see just a small parts of bits and pieces that are exposed here, organized as exhibition. Mainly the rest you can see in a town of Šibenik, in a town museum. As I said, Skradin is older than Šibenik, so from Illyrian time, and there are a lot of findings in the surroundings around the Šibenik, around the Skradin itself.
And we were told that there is actually another location to see artifacts that we saw from the fortress. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Well, mainly you can see books, very, very interesting books that date back to the 16th or 15th century. And you can see them to the bishop's house just across the street.
And these were then books that belonged to the Šubić family, yes?
Of course, very famous Šubić family that, how do you say, controlled this area for very long.
Yeah, we saw so
very
many of
long
their
time,
family fortresses.
yes.
Yeah.
And it's very, very important for our history.
Great. Well, we haven't really seen books
No.
yet. We've seen a lot of the artifacts that people have found underground or at the fortresses.
Yeah,
But
you'll see another lot of books. If I may introduce you, visit to Krka National Park, to Island of Visovec.
yes, we go there.
And
Yes.
you'll see books from incabulas from 12th, 13th, 15th century in a museum of Island of Visovec.
All right.
Where is Franciscan Monastery.
Well, that's later this afternoon.